back to my web page. Today we are going to look at how to prepare a simple web page by the use of HTML. I know that majority of you are excited on how to prepare a simple web page by the use of HTML. It's very easy to learn. I'm going to take you step by step on the requirement, the steps you're supposed to follow, some of the things you're supposed to add until you are able to prepare attractive web page, maybe for your people, for your viewers, so that they'll admire the kind of work you'll have prepared them that day. So first of all, before we go much deeper to the whole thing, let's look at some of the requirement. What do you require to prepare it? Number one, for those with the PC, you require a notepad. But those maybe with the Mac, maybe you'll require the text edit. Very simple and straight. Having those two, maybe if you're using the first one or the second one, let's try to understand what HTML. Maybe personally ask you what HTML, since maybe you're interested to use HTML to prepare your own personal web page. So HTML is the standard markup language for the web page, and it consists of a series of elements. The element usually tell the browser on how to display the content. The elements are represented by the tags. The tags label the pieces of the content, such as the ending, the paragraph, the table, the body, and so on. Actually, the browser do not display the HTML tag, but uses them to render the content of the page. Don't mind about what is tag. I'm going to tell you, to show you step by step on what is this tag, how to insert it, how to do this, and so on. So if you look at my page, you can say we have the opening tag, the content there, and the end of the tag. Usually the tags comes into pairs. Just as you can see, we have the first one and the second one. The first tag is usually in pairs, and it is known as the starting tag, where the other one is known as the second tag is the end tag. The end tag is usually written like the start tag, but with a forward slash, just as you can see this part. So the difference between the starting tag and the end tag is that the end tag usually has a forward slash. So just as you can see by my example, this is an example of a simple HTML. It has the head, it has the title, it has the header. You close the closing part. We have the body, we have the H1, we have the P, we have the body, and lastly the HTML. We are going to look at the meaning of each particular part. What does the head stand for? What does the title stand for? What does the H1 stand for? What does the P stand for? So the doc type HTML is a declaration which defines this document. The HTML part, the next part, is the root element of the HTML page. The head is the element that contains the meta information about the document. The title specifies the title of the document. Remember, you need each particular document to have its own specific title. The body will contain now the visible page content. H1, remember, we can have H1, H2, H3, and etc. Define a launch heading. H2 is smaller, H3 smallest, and as you go down on, well, the P will define the paragraph. So having learned all these, the introduction, at least an example, and the meaning of each part, now let's try now to move to the actual practice. Now you click your start button, go to your notepad. You can maybe double click, maybe it will take time to open. Now next you click the file, click new, then maybe you can directly pick this part. Maybe you can copy or even cut, then you paste your work. Maybe you can do some changes. Maybe as you can see, we have the opening tag, the starting point up to there. That's supposed to be in pairs. If you look at we have HTML there, the opening tag and the closing tag at that point. Note that. Look at the head. We have the opening tag for the head and the closing tag for the head. Look at the title. We have the opening tag for the title and the closing tag for the title. Look at the body. We have the opening tag for the body, closing tag for the body. Look at the H1 heading 1. We have the opening tag and the closing tag. Look at the P, which stands for paragraph. We have the closing tag, the opening tag, sorry, and the closing tag. So what you should have done there is that for every opening tag there must be a corresponding closing tag for your web page to work. Maybe having done all this, maybe I can write something. Maybe you can do some changing here. Maybe I can write something like this is my page. This is my page. Maybe that's the title of my page. The body. Maybe I can write something about the body. But let's start maybe with the heading 1. What can you write about the heading? Maybe you can say, you can maybe write home. What about the paragraph? Maybe you can say write something about the paragraph. Maybe I can say like this. This is my first trial. I love what I am doing. I hope that it will be successful. It's a simple statement like that. Then, having done that, the next step is to save your work, so that maybe you can see whether what you have done for the last 2 minutes or so, whether it is going to work. So having done your own thing, maybe of completing the whole part, now go to save your work. So you click there, click save as. Then when it comes to saving, maybe you need to be a little bit careful. Maybe I can save it in the desktop. And do I save it now? Maybe somewhere there. Then note the part. So mark the text markup language, don't forget. Then I save my work. Now let's see whether it will work. It is at this particular point. Double click. Wow, there it is. Very clean. The way we have turned it has come out very clear, because you cannot see the tags. So it is my hope that at least you have learned something small. So click down there, subscribe the button, so that you can enjoy other coming videos on how to prepare a web page. Thank you.